Traditional stand-up intro.
Yes.
Something special's going on. It's been 5 years for Gaming Off the Grid on YouTube. This is our 5-year special. We're going to have some fun. What are we drinking today?
Today we're drinking a gift. This is the 2018 Bourbon County by Goose Island. This is also 5 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to try it.
Is that a coincidence? I think not. Sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and let's celebrate 5 years on YouTube for these two idiots gaming off the grid.
I'm Demolition Smash, and this is Axe.
You're watching Gaming Off the Grid.
Well, you heard it in the intro, but it's been 5 freaking years. We figured we would dress up for the occasion.
Yep.
Man, it's been a long run. This is just an extra upload celebrating 5 years on the channel. Some of you are pretty new. Some of you have been with us since the freaking beginning, riding dirty, even through all the shitty episodes that we started out with. But you want to start the story of kind of how we started this thing?
Oh my god. Yeah, so this episode is probably just going to be all over the board.
Yeah.
It's probably just going to be a lot of memories and a lot of chaos because we've done a lot.
Yeah.
5 years consistently doing YouTube. That means at least one video a week. We were doing 2 videos a week. We were doing 4 videos a week for a while. We have a lot of content out there. We have like almost 600 mainline this types of episodes.
Yeah.
So insane. So literally the channel started 2018. Can you even imagine that year? Before COVID?
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem real. We were in a band together. You were starting to build this room.
Yep.
And you were like, I've always wanted to do like video, and I want to do like video games, and like I had a history in doing video, and I was like, I'd be down to do that. I don't really game that much anymore, which is weird because now I game all the time.
Yeah.
So then we just started getting together, playing games, playing House of the Overkill. That was the first game we played.
First game we beat together.
That was, dude, think about like where we were in this room playing that. That's weird.
Well, and I think that was kind of the turning point. And I remember our naming went kind of around that moment because we were like, I think we both were like, dude, we haven't really done that in a while, playing couch co-op.
Yeah, back in that era, 2018, I'd probably say 2015 to 2018, I was only really playing my PS4, and it was only really online. I was playing a lot of Battlefield, Rocket League, Call of Duty, all that kind of stuff, just over the headset. It was fun. I liked it, but then when we got in the room and played Overkill, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, people are missing this. That was our thought.
It was awesome.
And that's kind of where the name Gaming Off the Grid, we get comments all the time like, you're gaming if you have electricity. It was really just kind of getting off of the internet and enjoying someone's company and playing retro stuff. And then it's manifested itself into what you see today as our channel.
It's absolutely insane. Dude, this room was like so bare back in the day. Like, I remember I think we were sitting in, it wasn't these chairs, but it's something similar. This table was in the center, and we were just drinking High Life probably, shooting at the screen.
Yeah. So, from when we started our first episode. Welcome to our debut episode. What are we going to cover today, Robert?
Today we're going to cover our top 5 favorite co-op games.
Yes, it was a super fun list to make, and it did not turn out any way like we expected. Would you agree?
Yeah, not even close.
It was a wild ride, so hopefully you enjoy and find some value in this video here. You guys just seen, the intro of that first video.
Oh, yikes.
Brutal, hard to see.
But we look so different.
If you could give anybody advice, and I'll chime in too, but like, what have we learned that is different today? Why do our videos look different today, other than us doing it for 5 years, and what we didn't know when we started?
Well, I think it's just a learning experience. Obviously with anything you do is a learning experience. You got to figure out how you are as a person and how you create content. And if you're a content creator, you just got to be yourself. That's one thing that we learned. It took us like 60 episodes probably to figure that out.
Yeah.
Just freaking be yourself. Just settle down.
Well, and just feeling comfortable,
Yeah, feeling comfortable in front of the camera is a big, because, man, it was like just awkward.
It was, and now I feel like we just focus on shooting the shit like we normally would, and whoever's on the other end of that camera is how we would talk if they were sitting right here. From a technical standpoint, and you got to understand that we're not super technical, but lighting, we didn't have lighting, we didn't have a good microphone, we didn't have the best camera setup, and now we've buffed a lot of that stuff out. I know you've grown leaps and bounds from the editing standpoint, and maybe you'll understand kind of why as we get towards the end of this episode. We got to talk about some other stuff that's going on with us in our personal lives, but yeah, the editings came a long way. I do remember early on, though, we were like, hey, we never want jump cuts to be seen.
Yeah, that was one thing that we decided before we even sat down to film. We were like, we don't want jump cuts because that's like what YouTube is. It's like, and it was like, no, that's just and sloppy, and it just doesn't look good.
Especially in the gaming space and in 2018, there was a lot of that. And it always drove me nuts, and so we really, kind of the format of our episodes has been fairly consistent. I mean, I think they've gotten, obviously, I hope anyway, better. But you've never seen a jump cut on our shows. You'll see cuts to different camera angles or B-roll, and there's a lot of cutting that happens under that B-roll.
Anytime you see B-roll, I guarantee there's 4 to 5 cuts. Anytime there's B-roll.
Yeah, cutting out ums and ahs and stupid shit that you say when you're filming. But the other thing that got substantially better for us, probably a year or two in, is our focus on thumbnails. And we don't know. We still don't know what we're doing. I've never been big on clickbait and
the faces.
In thumbnails. And we removed ourselves from thumbnails probably 2 or 3 years ago. We're still in some on rare occasions.
Yeah, occasionally.
We'll probably be on this one because it's our 5-year anniversary.
Probably.
But
I remember early on with thumbnails, we we thought it was a good idea, but it wasn't. We tried to make every thumbnail the same. Remember that?
Yeah.
Bad
idea.
It was literally just like we had a beer on the thumbnail, we had a cutout, just a screen grab sideways, and then text. And that every thumbnail was the same.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh, we want it to be consistent. So if you click on one, you'll go, oh, that's the same channel. But then we go, oh, it's not clickable at all.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for a magic bullet, I don't know that there is one. I've said for a long time, I think we're like an indie band on YouTube in the retro gaming space. I don't think we're ever going to be the superstar headlining the big arenas. We have avoided, drama on our channel. We just don't cover that stuff, which I'm really proud of us for not, because it would be super easy to.
It would be super easy, and we were in the middle of a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Like about 3 years in with YouTuber of the Month and all that stuff, we were in a ton of drama. We were just like, let's just, get through this and not address it. And I'm glad we didn't do anything, like post a video. Or I'm glad we just keep doing what we're doing, be ourselves. And because that's just, once people go drama, it's hard for me to take them seriously. Yeah. Or just be like, or watch them again.
I get it. And I've always looked at it as, life has enough drama. This is our fun time, right? This is like our hobby, bringing our hobby to life and sharing it with people. Why would I want to saturate it with more drama? There's enough of that in the world. The headlines, the news, all that stuff that we try getting, rammed down our throats. We don't try to. The universe tries ramming it down our throats. But so I don't know. I think we're more mindful today than we were even yesterday of analytics and watching that stuff. We've had some decent growth lately, but it's been a long road. I mean, if you think about it, 5 years to get to 30,000 subs or wherever we're at right now, there's a lot of channels that have came after us that have shot to the moon. And I think part of that is they're probably better than us. So there's that.
Also, I think one thing that helps us but hurts us is we are ourselves. So we drink beer, we cuss, we are idiots. So I think that does hurt us, but then also helps us because people go, oh, they're just dudes.
Yeah, but we're also kind of a variety in our space of video games. We'll have videos go off about the PlayStation 1, and what should you do when that happens? Your next video should be on the PS1, and we take a left turn and say, no, that's not what we want to film today. We already did that. So we're kind of our own worst enemy sometimes, but again, I've always just marched to the beat of my own drum, and I think you have too. I don't really care what people think.
I like it. It definitely hurts us too, because we talk about everything, So we talk about this, and then next week you're like, what the heck? I like the variance, and I like as a viewer. It's weird saying it because I'm obviously in this seat, but I feel like as a viewer, it's kind of fun to be like, oh, what are they going to talk about this week? What are they going to talk about this week? It makes it fun as a viewer instead of just like, oh, another hunting video. Oh, another hunting video. Oh, another this, another this.
Well, and that's the thing is our hunting videos, they'll start really gaining traction towards the end because we usually do them in a series. Yeah. And then think of all the people that are like, man, if they think this, I like this channel, I want to sub, and then we go 6-7 months and we don't drop a hunting video. And they're like, what the fuck? That's why I like this channel.
Yeah, so it definitely does hurt us.
That's
people
just
like,
us.
and then we start all these other mini series, and people are like, "Oh, I love that mini series. Bring that back." And we like to do what we like to do.
Yeah.
But I think that's what makes it fun, and what's made it so nice to do it. Because we've been doing it consistently for 5 years.
Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, there's just no way you could just do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
This 2022 we really dove hard into because it was really fun because we hadn't done it before. And we were being called game chasers, ripoffs, and all this, but we got a green screen, and we're like, dude, let's use this son of a bitch. And I mean,
we're still gonna do it.
Yeah,
it's still really fun to do.
But we had probably 8 or 9 videos in a row that were green screen, and then we haven't used it for that. So we're always just monkeying around with things.
We just like doing things like when we come up with an idea. Sometimes we're like, should we green screen it, or should we just do a normal talk, or how should this flow?
Yeah,
it's kind of fun to just be like, oh, let's go green screen it.
Yeah,
you know, let's go set that up.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. Yeah,
it's just fun, the variance and all this stuff, and it's just insane, dude. So much time has been spent in this room.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely crazy
It is.
just to think, like, man, before COVID, all of COVID, like, just sitting in the same chair.
It's crazy.
Same spot. It is so insane, dude. We have so much freaking content.
Yeah,
dude.
it's wild.
And we just work on it. I remember when we first started, we were just working on it nonstop.
Yeah, and I do think one thing we've learned that we've applied recently is we kind of have let the foot off the gas a little bit, which has been a blessing.
Yeah, it's been kind of nice.
Yeah, because we were doing, for the longest time, 2 episodes a week in a live stream. And now we're for sure, we're committed to 1 episode a week, unless we have a video that's going crazy. We had a video not too long ago, over 200 and some thousand views, so we didn't upload that.
We're like, let's let it breathe.
I don't know enough about YouTube. Could it hurt us? Could it whatever? This video's rocket fuel ignited. Let's just get out of the way of it and let it do its thing. And live streams, we typically live stream every Sunday, but there's some Sundays where we're like, I don't know if I really feel like it. Let's just go play games by ourselves. So I think we've done a good job of being able to unplug a bit more, because we were on for 3-4 years straight.
3 or 4 years we were dedicated to, we can't miss anything, which I think is a good mentality to have. I think it's a good way to act, is we got to stick to the deadlines, we got to get this video done no matter what. Oh, we got to live stream. And now it's we're kind of relaxing. It's we should probably, but man, I'm not feeling it, or I'm tired, so let's just skip this weekend. And I think that's good. I think especially because of what we've built up to. I think if you were starting a YouTube channel, that probably wouldn't be a way to start. Yeah. But I think because we've been doing it for so long, we've allowed ourselves to take these breaks.
Yeah, for sure. And I
it's
think
not like we're abusing it. We don't, but
no. But there's been times, and it's not that we don't enjoy live streaming, but there's been times where we work all day, and it's like, dude, I'm not feeling it, but I do want a game. Let's just go do a couple rounds of Mario Kart or Zombies or whatever.
Or Wii Bowling. We've been playing a ton of Wii Bowling lately, which is just so fun. Dude, it's given us a lot more time to just not focus on content and just play video games. Yeah. Which is so nice, because that's what we talk about.
Well, another thing I've learned, and I don't know that this helps anything on YouTube, but this is more personal knowledge, is, man, it was a lot for me. For the first 3 years, because I've never had social media, guys. I never have, not once. I never had MySpace, I never had Facebook. And so the constant, which was all good stuff, I'm not complaining, but comments and alerts through YouTube, it was kind of like
YouTube is social media, dude.
Yeah, I know. And then I got an eBay store too, so my phone was constantly going nuts. Emails, because you get a comment, then you get an email that you got a comment, right? Yeah. That type of stuff. And I got, about 3 years in, I shut off all notifications on my phone.
Oh, it's so nice, dude.
Except for texts, and then there's some group chats and stuff that I have on mute. I can get to them when I get to them. But that's helped me personally a ton.
I'm the same way.
Of I can go see the comments when I want to see them. It's just that and I don't think people talk about that enough.
No,
I want to drive home and listen to music, and I don't want to look at anything. I need that time. I need that 24 minutes, my 24-minute drive, to just unwind my day.
Yeah, dude. I have social media, and so I run the social media, for this, and then I have my personal social media, and then I have our band social media, and then all this other stuff, and then so it's just I have all these social medias for all these different accounts, and my phone used to blow up all the freaking time, and so I shut all notifications off on social media too, and it's so nice. At first, because I was used to it, I felt oh, why is my phone not going off? Because it's it just felt weird.
Yeah.
But then like 2 days later, I was like, this feels so great.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you can just check it when you want to check it instead of just being like, oh, check.
Yep.
I think that's one thing that's super important if you are a content creator or someone that's trying to grow on social media is, you want the interaction and you want the engagement, but just shut the notifications
Yeah, don't
off.
let it swallow you whole.
Yeah. Check it when you want to check it, or check it during your
I think it was
work hours, but
3.5 years we never missed a comment. And I was the you did some, but I was the main comment person, and I never
spent hours.
Yes, and I was doing it while I was driving. It got crazy. That's not healthy.
It's because we were so freaking just into like we gotta freaking
yes, yeah. We were white knuckling it for a long time.
For a long freaking time. So it is nice to just be able to go. We're not stopping.
Yeah,
you know, it's just nice to relax.
Yes,
you know,
keep it in its place. And we do a lot of comments and stuff. Like when we're editing videos, I'll dive into the comments and when I can, I do. But that was a big step. Shift gears, we could probably go on for 2 hours having those type of conversation. I'm sure we'll get sidetracked as we go through here, but I want to talk about our top 5 memories, like just things that stand out to us that 5 years, 5 memories doesn't mean they had to happen in year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but what are some things that stand out to you?
I think we're gonna have more than 5.
Yeah, probably.
I think things are gonna keep popping up. We've done so much has freaking happened in the last 5 years, which is absolutely insane because when you start, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah,
You're just like, let's freaking make videos in a room and put them on the internet and see what happens. One thing that blows my mind, I don't think it ever will happen again. I don't even know why it happened. It's one of the craziest things that I've ever been a part of. And this happened early on the channel, is freaking Konami. We've talked about this before, but Konami flew us out to the Contra Rogue Core launch party.
Yeah.
Here we go, dude. It's almost Uber time. It's almost Seattle time.
Woo!
It's almost GOTG time. It's almost Contra time. It's almost Konami time. This is our time to shine.
All expense paid.
All hotel, food, freaking
nicer hotel than we've ever stayed in. Yeah.
So nice. Went to freaking Seattle, dude. I was like, okay, we freaking made it, dude.
Yeah.
It was all, and then
we were walking around like the nature boy. Woo!
Dude, that is one thing that just feels so surreal to me. It felt so surreal in the moment. That was pre-COVID. That was like 2019, maybe 2020. It was absolutely insane. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Because that's just...
Yeah,
like,
we weren't even that
like,
big at the time. I don't know. And we're still not.
I mean, there weren't any other YouTubers there. It was all like Twitch streamers, and like we were like the only YouTubers, and it was very weird, but freaking so cool.
Yeah.
Like I will never forget it. I'm so glad we got a lot of B-roll from that weekend, just so I can be like, okay, I remember that, because there was an open bar, so we took full advantage of that. That was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it sure was
insane.
I remember, and I think about it a lot because I don't ever want to forget this like hunger that we had. The first gaming convention we ever went to, Mo GameCon. I remember that morning very, very vividly. We had our band van. We had retro games set up in the back. Got down there at like 6:37 in the morning playing games. And Dan Brosman, good friend of ours, Midwest Media Show.
Yeah, that's where we met him.
But I remember we bought a bunch of business cards and we were handing them out. We had 77 subs. I'll never forget that number when we went there. And our goal was, if we can leave this fucking convention with 100 subs.
We made it.
We freaking made it.
We did it.
And I never let views and that stuff, if they're good, bad, or whatever, let that guy forget how hungry he was and we were for 100 subs. And handed out so many business cards.
Yeah, going down the line.
And 90% of them got dropped on the ground. We would see them and I'd pick those fuckers up, I'd dust them off, and I'd give them to somebody else.
Yep. But that's you gotta have that hunger in that.
Yeah.
And it's so, especially at that size, it's so weird trying to like push that kind of stuff because people just don't care.
Yeah.
And it's so weird thinking like now we go to conventions and I have business cards in my coat but I barely hand them out anymore because I kind of just don't have that hunger anymore. I probably should because we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Imagine if at Midwest Gaming Classic we just went down the line. We probably would have gone up to a few hundred subs.
Man, at that time, never thought the Konami thing was going to happen. Never thought that we would have be featured guests and do panels at conventions. So I always am super, super grateful for anything and everything we get because I remember that.
Dude,
and I'm never going to forget 77. 77 fucking subs.
That's insane.
And that's where the suit jackets came from, guys.
We've been wearing these for 5 years.
Yeah,
baby.
because we were like, dude, we got to look like we're somebody. Freaking dress for success.
Yeah,
let's go in there.
For success. Fake it till you make it.
Anyway, that memory, I will never forget that. And anytime something gets me sideways, like a video doesn't perform well or whatever, I just go back and remember that exact 77. It just will never. It sticks in there.
I remember that morning when we got to the parking lot and nobody was there.
Yeah.
We were like, where do we park? We set up a TV, and then I remember Metal G just showed up, and we were drinking beer in an empty parking lot playing video games, and we gave you like beer?
Yeah.
we yelled that, and then our buddy Dan Brosman showed up, and
Yeah.
we gave him beer, and that's how we met him, and it was just so fun.
Yeah.
And I remember being like so scared. Because we were drinking beer in a parking lot,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Dude, the freaking mall cop's gonna show up or whatever."
Yeah.
But it was fine. That was just so fun, dude. I think we filmed something in the hotel room the night before. Like we went to Two Plumbers that week, and we were like a little bit hammed and filmed in the hotel room, and I think it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find some clips.
It was just our type of atmosphere.
It was just so much fun. And back to the games that we beat. We beat Time Crisis 2 and the original House of Dead.
Yes, which House of the Dead kind of helped start this channel. So House of the Dead Overkill, that is. So it was nice to go back and beat the first one. You know, another thing I'm super, super proud of, and this was your brainchild, but our involvement with this local charity we have, the Children's Cancer Connection.
Oh yeah, dude, this is another thing. Like, obviously we talk about video games and we act stupid and we do YouTube, which is stupid. But this is such a surreal thing that doesn't we've made a fucking impact. It's just so insane. We've been working with the Children's Cancer Connection for 4 years probably.
Yeah,
I think
something like that. Yeah.
I don't think we started. We didn't. I think we started doing it our second year.
Yeah.
24-hour live stream, raising money. Last year we fucking raised 10 grand.
Yeah, I think. Man, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but we're probably approaching 30K in donations to them. I
think we're about like 22 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. But still, like, that's so insane.
Yeah, helped this last donation helped them put in their new playground, which is
they
wheelchair accessible.
It's ADA accessible.
Yeah.
It's open to the public. I think they're still working on it right now. But they literally showed us. They were like, this is what the donation's going towards, and that's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
It's just so surreal that like. We're just idiots, but then we can all come together and help this nonprofit that's just like so important to us, and it's just that's one thing that I'm glad we started early, and it's just freaking snowballing and growing.
Yeah.
And it's one thing that it's like, we're gonna do it every year, even though it's getting harder and harder to do it.
Yeah,
every
the
year.
older and older you get, doing a 24-hour live stream gets harder and harder.
Oh, dude.
That's one thing we've learned.
It is. Last year was the roughest it's ever been.
Yeah.
It took me like a week to recover.
Yeah,
my
it was
body
brutal.
hurt from sitting, like my lower
brutal.
back was hurting.
It was brutal.
Like I was like, okay, I'm not young anymore.
Man, I'm proud of because you do when you start making content, sometimes you play games to serve the content, right? First, whether it be screen capture or whatever. I'm proud. They don't perform well, but I'm really proud, and I'd say a top 5 memory for me is the games we've No Death ran together, man. Like, because we've plucked off some tough ones.
And that's a newer thing we're doing, because we started early off doing playthroughs, obviously. You know, we did like the Mario playthroughs, the Contra playthroughs. They were sloppy runs.
Yeah.
Like, looking back, I'm like,
why'd we post that?
What? We suck.
Yeah.
Who would watch this?
Yeah.
So now it's kind of an honor to be like, okay, let's freaking grind on the game. Let's get that no death run. I think it started with Alien Wars, because I accidentally no death.
Yeah. Well, I think there might be a couple out there prior to that, man. I could be wrong, but I thought that we maybe did Super Mario Bros., Mario 3, and Super Mario World no death runs.
Oh yeah, we might have. Yes. But those aren't.
No,
they are.
And then I did that stream, and I don't even know if it's a mainline video where I no death ran Punch Out and Super Punch Out back to back,
which is insane.
And then
it's insane.
No Death ran Scat by myself.
Yep.
But then together, Alien Wars, I died. You didn't.
Hell yeah.
Woo! That's a awesome run.
That's how you freaking kill the game right there.
That's some stupid ass deaths, but damn.
I don't think I died.
For real?
I don't think I died.
Jackal we just did, and then really the feather in our cap is Contra Hardcore.
That's probably that moment was so surreal. Like, just holy crap.
No, and
we freaking did it.
And I love that we've kept this focus of like, we're gonna keep playing games. Like there's and I think people watch some YouTubers and they question that. Hell, we get the question. And I don't know if you've been around for a while how you could question that. I mean, we play shit, we beat shit. Not looking to set any records or anything like that.
No, we're not the best gamers.
Absolutely
but
not.
We play a ton of games.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm proud of those. And then I kind of back to the same mindset that I think about the 77 subs is I remember the feeling we had when we hit 1,000 subs.
Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Today we come at you with an extreme amount of gratitude as you have helped us reach the 1,000 subscriber milestone. To celebrate, we're going to do an extra special giveaway exclusive to you, the first 1,000 subscribers.
In May of 2019.
So it took us about a year to get to 1,000, which is pretty insane to think about the snowball, because then 4 years later we're here.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine, like, if we were to go back to that moment and be like, you're going to be at 30K.
Yeah.
Or 30 plus K. Like, that's gonna be, because I think we did a video just about we hit 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was the video.
Probably.
I think it was around that same time I bought the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
We did we got a Switch video.
Yeah.
Which I remember that was ridiculous. Yep. That's crazy. I remember I went to Walmart and just like, I was like, I'm gonna buy a Switch today.
I think all you got was that and Odyssey, right?
Odyssey.
Yeah, and then we went hammer on it.
Dude,
yeah.
Odyssey is such a great freaking game.
Yeah.
I could not stop playing it. That's so weird to think about, like, where I was in life when I was playing Odyssey, and like, damn, 5 years, a lot of shit happens. A lot of, like, I've moved like 3 or 4 times, and now I'm back in the apartment I was when we started, but in a different apartment.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of things change, man.
Dude, it's
5 years.
freaking,
Yeah.
It's wild. 5 years is a long time to think about, especially consistently.
Yeah, and you think about, all the stuff collectively, man, over 5 years that we've missed out on. Because of our commitment to this.
Especially early on. We were
friends,
so dedicated.
parties, the band kind of went by the wayside. Not saying it's our fault, but probably some of it contributed to it, maybe.
Yep. Because we put a lot of attention into this.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild. Family events that you don't get to go to, phone calls and text messages you don't have time to reply to. There's a lot of sacrifices made.
We've gotten better, obviously, since we've relaxed. Like, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to go do this, and we'll...
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice, but like early on we were like, no, I gotta do YouTube, and people got upset.
Yeah.
People were like, what? And I was like, no, this is my focus. This is my
and then
purpose.
they pull up the channel and they're like, you have 60 subs, bro. You're missing this party for what?
Yeah, but now look at us. Now we got a freaking 30 plus K. We have, what are we at, 2 million views, 2.5 overall million views.
Yeah.
We have a Patreon. So it's like, buddy, how do you think we got here?
Yeah,
You gotta freaking put the work in to get the reward. Obviously, it's not a big reward, but this is insane.
Yeah.
Where we're at right now is insane. It's weird to think about, like, when we started, like, imagining us at this point.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't.
Yeah,
I didn't even picture, like...
No, there was never an end game, really. It was just kind of... I remember us saying, and that's going to segue into the next question that I have teed up for us, is... We set off, and we're gonna go all in for 5 years. Shh. This is the 5-year episode, guys.
Fire hose.
Yeah, and we're gonna give it everything we got, and we're gonna reevaluate things at 5 years and see where we are. Have we done enough? Is it worth to keep grinding away at it after 5 years? So, gotta ask the question: can we make it another 5 years on YouTube?
Oh, dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't see why do we suck? Especially, dude, one upload a week. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 of us.
Yeah.
We're creative. We like having fun. We like playing video games. We like drinking beer. I don't see why not. Maybe... who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it goes down to once every 2 weeks down the line. I don't know. But right now, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving 1 video a week, 1 stream. It's just freaking fun. I don't see a reason to stop. The growth's been absolutely insane. We're at like a tipping point where, like, it's, it could freaking snowball.
Just this year we've had our 2 biggest videos we've ever done, which is wild. They were just kind of random. I still, again, I don't know how YouTube works, but that's been pretty wild to see.
Yeah. it's weird. I think we've been discussing, starting to jump into like the shorts game because that's where a lot of views are at, and but we like doing long form content.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try start doing that and see what that does. Yeah, it's gonna be weird thinking
grip and rip
in 5 more years.
Dude, I'm gonna be in my 40s if we do another 5. I'm gonna be over the freaking hill, huh?
I'm gonna be over the hill of 30.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. It's so weird thinking about 5 years ago. I was 23. I got this freaking 23 tattoo on my knee, and now I'm still here.
We're gonna show a little highlight reel here, kind of the intermission of the episode, because this guy needs another drink, and we'll be back very soon.
That you knew last night is gone. Your bones rise and wake with the song.
And we're having a lot of fun, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Holy fuck! That was good. Wow.
Yeah, wow. We're drinking Steve Weiser's. We're drinking them together, aren't we? Because we're friends.
But you headed for that dusty little trail. Heading for that dusty trail, but you keep it at a steady pace. 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 Vultures are slowly closing in. It's the beginning of the end. Your mother always told you this was her greatest fear. She tried to save her only son. She headed for that dusty little trail. Heading for that dusty trail, but you keep it at a steady pace. 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 Keep it at a steady.
Sometimes it's hard to be as dumb as
the vultures are slowly closing in. The vultures are slowly closing in. Your mother always told you. Your mother always told you. Well, Mommy tried to save you. Mommy tried to save you. Don't let it last too long. Keep it at a steady pace. Don't let it last too long. Keep it at a steady pace. Don't let it last too long. Keep it at a steady pace. Don't let it last too long. Just keep it at a steady.
So freaking crazy to see that old footage, man. It's just like, man, there's just so many crazy things we've done. Retro cartridge baseball. One of the best ideas we ever had that didn't work out.
Oh, that's still one of my favorite episodes. I love Destroyed.
So if we think we can make it another 5 years, like future plans, because this is fun to talk about, because we're shooting from the hip here.
Yeah, where do we think we're gonna be in the future? Like, what's our, like? Obviously, we set yearly goals and stuff, but like, what's our plan? We hit our original plan.
I don't know. I think it'd be really funny for a channel like ours to hit 100,000 subs. I think it'd be funny.
That would be awesome.
I do.
I can't even imagine. I mean, it's pretty insane when I tell people, like new people, I'm like, oh, I do YouTube, and they're oh, like, what's it about? Video games. And then I'm like, yeah, we're at 30K. They're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine saying you're at 100K?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, I don't think that I'll probably be living in this, so this probably won't be our game room 5 years from now, I would have to assume.
Yeah, we got some plans in the motion.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think, so we'll probably have a new space, a new studio, which will be fun to build, because this was built as a game room, it wasn't built as a studio. It's going to be fun to build it as a studio, but it's also your game room.
Yeah, which is going to be so cool. That's going to be content on its own.
Yeah.
And also, that's just going to feel like a new... It's just gonna feel like a start, like a fresh start, or
For sure.
everything's gonna feel new and just fresh and re-excited. I think, you know. But it's also gonna be weird to just like all this is gone.
You know, we're kind of there, but we're not all the way there. We did have that goal that one of us at least could live off the income from the channel. We're not all the way there, but you're living off of it pretty damn close because you're going to school right now.
Yeah, so we haven't really talked about this at all on the channel. Yeah, I quit my job and I went back. I'm back in school, full time, which is awesome. I'm a freaking college student.
Yeah,
it's freaking badass. I'm going to school for video production, which is duh. That's what we're doing. So I'm just trying to perfect my craft and get better. And I'm learning. I'm about to finish up my first semester, which is awesome. It's a 2-year program.
You're killing it. Your grades are through the roof.
Yeah, I'm just trying to freaking do the best I can. And what's cool is like everything this first semester's been kind of easy because I know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to just take everything that I do learn and apply it and just make our videos better as I get better.
I remember when you were making the choice, and I remember like telling you, like, dude, you're under 30, like, just do it. And it was, I think it was probably tough for you because you had a really good job. I mean, you were making bank and you would have been fine. But it wasn't what you wanted to do?
No, because I was a carpenter, and I went to school for that originally, and I did that for like 7 years, and it was fine, and I liked building things, and it's like always cool to see like, oh yeah, I built that, there's a cool photo of it. But I just felt stuck. Yeah. And I just felt like this isn't
you couldn't see yourself doing it until you're 60 or 65.
And like there was an old guy that I worked with that's been doing it his entire life, and I was like, man, I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to him, he was a cool dude, but like I was just like, I want to make videos. I want to be stupid.
You've always been a saver. You're very frugal. We both are, but we did a great job, I feel like, of saving everything the channel's ever made. We just got a little box and we just nug all this money, and so it's awesome that with combination of your savings and everything we nugged away, that like, dude, this stupid channel that's donating a bunch of shit to charity to, and like you're able to take kind of a leap of faith and be like, dude, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah,
there's still money coming in.
Kind of start over and kind of just like fingers crossed, let's see what happens. Launching the Patreon like really helps, so I appreciate everybody that is a part of that, because we've never really talked about that, but that is going towards that and it's helping a ton. So thank you guys so freaking much for that.
For sure.
It is really cool, but also I remember when I was thinking about it, I was like, this is scary, dude.
It's risky, but
because you basically start over.
Yeah, but it's no hill for a climber. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to do really, really well. I mean, you've already got some freelance opportunities that are rolling in.
Yeah, it was super weird to get back in I'm still trying to adapt, but like homework and like back in the school mentality of like, going to class and all this stuff. It's definitely weird because I haven't been in school for 5 years, 6 years, and it's like,
and as it gets more and more tough, who knows what's going to happen with content. We are dipping our toes into the pumpkin pie a little bit with YouTube shorts, and maybe if there's weeks we can't upload, I just go hammer making stupid shorts in the game room. Content's going to keep
cold.
Oh hell yeah. Red Bull, son.
Well, son, you can't drink beer all day. Oh hell no, when you want to get YouTube shit done, you gotta add things into your life like Red Bull. Oh hell yeah.
you know, we're going to keep the train rolling, but there's just a lot of things going on, you know. We're living life, and it's fun. We're growing up kind of together.
Dude, it is weird. I remember, like, when we started the channel, we were both going through, like, some stuff, and it was, like, kind of like perfect opportunity of the channel starting.
Yeah.
To, like I just got out of, like, a massive relationship and, like, a breakup, and I was just like, what am I going to do now? And then the channel started, and I was like,
yeah.
I put all my eggs in that basket, and now here we are, and I'm like, we started that at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what was I going to do with my hands?
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
It was a great time, and you know, the band was kind of hockey sticking at the time, but then it kind of slowly dovetailed off, which allowed us to focus more on this.
It just gave me, it's weird saying, but, like, I feel like starting the channel, it gave me, like, a purpose.
Yeah.
And, like, something just to work towards and work at, instead of just, like, I don't even know what I'd be doing, especially because we quit doing the band. Like, I'd just be doing nothing.
I'm a firm believer, and I'm not trying to discredit anything as far as, like, mental health and those type of things, but I do believe wholeheartedly that idle hands are the devil's workshop. You gotta keep moving, man. If you're having a freaking bad day and you step into something like this, and we benefit from the fact that we have each other, man.
Yeah, it really helps. It's, dude, if people that make content by themselves, it's way harder.
Yeah,
way
for
harder,
sure.
Because you got to motivate yourself, and then you're by yourself doing it.
Where we benefit from the fact of, like, man, if I get off work, and most days when I get off work, I need that 24-minute drive I referred to, because when I get off work, I don't want to do YouTube shit.
He's like, I want to fuck this.
Yeah, I want to go home and sleep. But by the time I get home, it's like, okay, the gear has shifted, I've decompressed, let's go. Yeah. And my job's very stressful. You know, I work, you know, between 9 and, depending on the seasonality, because it's very seasonal what I do, you know, 11, 12 hours a day. A lot of employees, a lot of pressure. But this is like a different type of, it just is a different part of my brain.
It's a creative part, and it's a fun part, and it's fun to get us in the mindset by starting sessions by gaming.
Yeah.
You know, doing a couple rounds of Mario Kart, playing some zombies, playing some freaking Burnout, playing just anything, and then it just gets us, okay, here we are.
That's
what get us out of, like, the funk of, like, real life into, let's just fucking have fun.
Yeah.
Be stupid, you know?
Yeah, it's been a blessing that way.
Video games.
Yeah, it's been a blessing that way. Like, you know, when you're feeling like, dude, I don't know if I want to do this today, and you're like, you don't want to go have a couple beers and film some videos talking about video games? That's a you problem. You know?
It's so funny. Sometimes we're like, man, this sucks. I gotta go open a beer and talk about video games.
Well, it's part of the job.
This
part of the job.
Sucks. No, but it's awesome, dude.
Some other random thoughts, man. We've never talked about this on the channel. But do you remember, I think it was after our very first game hunting video, which we had no idea what we were doing. Honestly, for being our first game hunting video, I thought it turned out pretty damn good. Kudos to you on your editing and be able to be thrown.
I still don't know.
Well, we just threw you into the deep end of the pool and you swam back somehow and it delivered a decent video. But we got reached out to, I believe it was somebody through, like, the Discovery or History Channel.
Oh, yeah, I think it was Discovery Channel.
Yeah, they were wanting to, they talked to us about making a TV show. And I remember thinking at the time, this is going to shift things to all game hunting, which is weird because that's another private space that I have, my eBay store, and my decompressing time is just out looking, and I don't film a ton when I do it. So it was weird when we started doing hunting videos because, like, now this feels more like work, and I just like doing it. That's how I've paid for everything in this game room damn near. But we had a Zoom meeting with, like, the talent recruitment executive, blah, blah, blah. And he
was so into it.
He just found our video, was all in on it, and then COVID hit, and it didn't really go anywhere from there. We had a great meeting, and I was very confused, and this maybe is why we didn't end up getting it over the line. But I remember telling him, like, dude, there's a lot of channels that do this, like the Game Chasers, Retro Rick, the Pixel Game Squad, like I was just honest. I should have just sold ourselves more, but I was like, you know, this isn't like a new thing. Like, this is like, there's better creators out there than us.
We're hopping on the bandwagon of game hunting.
Yeah.
And so that might have hurt us. He might have, you know, reached out to someone else. I don't know. I haven't seen any game hunting shows on Discovery.
Yeah.
And maybe the whole project got shut down, you know, because of COVID.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, all these weird things, like, we had a real long meeting with him, and I was like, dude, that's so cool. And, like, I was like, here we go. Let's go. Buckle up.
Yeah, rocket fuel. Who knows what's going to happen?
That's how I felt like when Konami invited us.
I remember the only thing that scared me, though, I do remember distinctly thinking, like, if this lands, if this plane fucking leaves the runway, our content will change forever. And I didn't love that thought. Because
then it would have to be just everything related to that.
Yes, and then we could put the stuff, and that could also be where things didn't get or kind of maybe unraveled with that. I was very firm in that. I don't know if you remember, but telling him we want 100% creative control.
Yes, and we don't want to be told what to do. We want to do our own thing.
Yes, and I also wanted rights to the content to be able to still do what we do on YouTube and upload the stuff. And I remember he was kind of like, so. Yeah, I could have shot myself in the dick, but that's
just who we are.
Yeah,
we want to do things our way. We want to be ourselves. We don't want to be controlled. And I think we proved that by just doing random shit all the time.
Yeah, and we never, we could have made some really cool content on that, but I didn't want people to like have an opinion. I didn't want to hear anybody's opinion right then.
No,
the only fucking opinion I cared about at that time was mine and yours.
Yeah, and we weren't in. We sold ourselves, but we were honest and we were ourselves. Like, it was just, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
But I think that's, opportunities are going to come and go no matter what you do. And it's like, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, keep doing what you're doing.
You got to think of, like, you got to take lemons and make lemonade, right? So that didn't work out. Had it worked out and been semi-successful, let's just even say that, would you be in school right now?
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know what we'd be doing.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be on a different freaking life path, probably.
Yeah.
That'd just be weird. It would be. So I like the path we're on right now.
Yeah.
This path is cool.
Yeah.
This path is fun. Dude.
Yeah. It's wild.
It is so wild, dude. 5 years, so freaking insane. So much stuff. Like, all the friends we've made.
Dude, I can't even start.
I can't even just. It's gonna be impossible to list you guys all.
Yeah.
You know who you are. We've made so many amazing friends. We've hung out at conventions. We've hung out at arcades.
Like Chris, man, Telesplash, BK.
Oh, our buddy BK, yeah.
Tom and Lacey from Do You Nerd. They'll be friends for life. Captain Algebra, friends for life. Megadan.
We got going to his house so much.
Dan Brosman, we've already talked about in this episode.
Sam Azira.
Yeah.
Freaking Joe Wallace, dude.
Yeah.
We were at his freaking wedding.
Yeah.
We went because of this stupid channel. We got invited to a wedding, and we were the freaking
Flower Boys.
Flower Boys in a fan of the channel's wedding. What the hell? What is that? What are our? We flew out to Oregon for someone we've never met before.
Yeah.
What?
It was crazy. Sean from the Nerd Lair. We're getting ready to walk up on Sean, the Nerd Lair, for the first time.
At the bar.
At the bar. Pretty excited. The mic's on? Hey, welcome to the Nerd Lair. This is the first time.
How's it going, guys?
Bam. Man, I think we've met enough people that almost in every state in North America, and I think we have some folks in Europe too, that no matter where we are or what happens, we have a couch to crash on.
Yeah, we could be like, hey, we're going to be in this neck of the woods. Let's hang out.
And they do as well.
Yeah.
Right?
This is always open.
If they're ever in our neck of the woods, same thing applies. It's reciprocated. We're probably forgetting folks, man.
Dude, there's so many.
Yeah.
Like, we've met so many cool freaking people.
I mean, yeah, Gabbo, dude, one of our best friends from Pixel Game Squad and his own channel, Gabbo the Giver. Riff from Pixel Game Squad has been instrumental, just helped us a ton.
He helped us a ton so early. I remember when he invited us to be on his podcast, the Squadcast.
Yep.
We got so excited and so like nervous, and we were like, don't fuck up, don't say any cuss words.
Yeah, because he's a fucking goat, man. He's a goat.
We did a lot of setups and tests to make sure everything looked great and perfect.
Yeah.
I remember I had a whole list of notes to make sure I covered everything.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, and now I'm just like,
yeah,
now we're just cool with him.
Jason, Metal Jesus Rocks, has always been a great person to us. Riggs, he's always been hammer. A guy that's been a friend of the channel from early on, giving advice and kind of maybe a little controversial to folks, but he's not a controversial person. He's a great human being. If you know Jeff, Smash TV.
Smash JT, yeah.
JT.
Yeah, Smash JT.
Smash TV's the video game. That's where he got his name from. I know that to be true.
Yeah, but, dude, he's been a great freaking help to the channel. So nice to us. We've had so many...
honest. He's told us, like, even when we're doing good, bad, whatever, he's like, dude, no. Don't do this, or don't do this.
We've never met him in person, but that will change.
Yeah.
That's one of our goals, is we want to meet him in person, maybe freaking hang out in his hot tub and drink wine.
Yeah.
Because he's just that type of dude.
Yeah, a lot of good wine zooms with that dude.
So many wine zooms. I remember one of his things was, because at first we were like, hey, can we zoom with you for like feedback, advice, and all this stuff? One of the first things he said to us was, I don't know who you are. What are your names? Like, he didn't, and we were like, duh. Yeah. So ever since then, we've had name cards at the top of our videos.
Yeah.
Because of his idea.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, duh, I know my name, I know your name.
The cool thing about that was
sense.
He was talking to us from a viewer's perspective, because he doesn't have a name card in his videos.
No.
But
there's two of us, so it's different. You know, you can't just say, hey, GOTG.
Yeah.
It makes it more personal, and I'm like, duh, that... So obvious.
A lot of little nuances, on the channel we've picked up from nuggets like that from him and Riff and other people, and those folks also, like, Riff in particular. We've learned so much even from unspoken things, just the way Riff conducts himself as a person.
Yeah, he's so professional.
The way he edits. There's threads of how he edits in everything we do.
There's so many things that I go, oh, that was a cool idea for an edit. Let me try that. I get inspired by just in general, I get inspired by watching anybody's content. If I see something cool, I'm like, whoa, that's a cool idea. I'm just learning by watching, which is awesome.
And it's just just endless amount of folks. We're missing some for sure, because we shoot like everything from the wrist. That's what we do. But man, we've stayed with Tom and Lacey. They haven't been up here yet, but they will eventually. We've stayed with Megadan, we've stayed with Captain Algebra, stayed with Joe Wallace. All these folks that, like, what's so crazy is they're so cool online. Then you meet them in person and they're even better.
What's so cool is, like, you feel like you've just known them forever. Like, you just have like this cool connection. Obviously, gaming is what brought us together, but you can just have a few beers, you can just bullshit, you can just game, you can just hang out, and it's awesome. And it's like, when we started the channel, we had no idea what, like, we were just like, yeah, let's upload shit. And
no, I didn't know I would make lifelong friends. That, like, I remember
to all the time.
I remember a few weeks back, it didn't work out, but I was on a business trip in Kansas City, and just I'm close to Do You Nerd. I got to shoot Tom a text, because man, maybe we could grab breakfast or something crazy.
Just
right?
because you were kind of in the area.
Yeah.
And dude, our buddy BK, dude, that he discovered it, and then he freaking drove down and came to a Hazer show, and like.
And I talked to Dan, Megadan 29 on the daily. Met that dude at Midwest Gaming Classic for the first time, and I don't even think he knew who the hell we were, because I remember the next day he's like, "Oh, I went and looked up your guys' channel, dude. You guys are fucking cool, dude."
Yeah, I think after that, after our first weekend at Midwest Gaming Classic, we met so many people. We went to a YouTube dinner. We were dressed like this. We were idiots. But I think after that, he did like a shout out video. He was like, "You guys gotta check this channel out." And I was like, "Whoa, dude, you're like the No Death Run."
There's been a lot of that, man. A big growth pocket we had was Metal Jesus had us in a video.
Had us in a few, I think, yeah.
And we've broke bread with that dude. When I say bread, I mean beer. We've had a few beers with that guy.
Yeah, it's always fun. He's a freaking great dude.
Yeah. And honestly, my best conversations with him, we don't even talk YouTube or gaming. We talk music.
Yeah, which is, dude, that's what's so cool is, like, all these people that we're like really close with that we've met because of this. We can talk about more things than just video games. Obviously, we love them. But, like, that's why I love, like, if you're a part of our Patreon, you know that we do a monthly Zoom happy hour. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a new thing we're doing, and that's one of my favorite things of the month, is just getting to talk with, like, you select group of people just about random shit for, like, a couple hours.
I mean,
it's always chaotic, and you never know what's going to happen, and it's just like...
Yeah, we got friends through that circle, Melissa and Jim.
Melissa and Jim is who gave us this 2018. Thank you.
Yeah, Jorge... Freaking Nathan Harsh, just an awesome person.
Awesome,
Michael,
dude.
We're kind of both hunting and exchanging stuff at like toys, whatnot.
Kyle Martin, dude. There's so many freaking people, and
guys, if you didn't get mentioned, we're sorry.
No, dude,
we're just rifling here.
But you know who you are.
Yeah.
If you've connected with us, if you know who you are, and you mean so much to us, because we're only at this point because of you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you so freaking much. And if you're watching this, if you made it this far, thank you so freaking much for supporting us and watching us, and just it's insane that people watch us.
Yeah,
it's so wild.
If there was one blessing or takeaway, I would just say it was that it's that connectivity and the friends we've met. That like the channel could stop, it won't, but it could stop tomorrow, and we've got friends for life all over the map.
Also,
it's so
what's cool is like all the friends that we've never met, but are friends in the comment section.
Yeah.
People that comment on every video, and like we have conversations back and forth where it's like, I just know you by your username. Yeah. But we still like have this connection, and it's like, oh, dude, you like local age, or like you like all these things, and it's just awesome.
We went to Zombie Burger and went game hunting with
Tumo.
freaking Tumo.
Yeah, dude, we met his freaking family.
Yeah.
Oh, so Tumo's a great freaking dude.
Yeah.
It's just so...
It goes on and on and on.
It's so wild to think in 5 years.
We get people pinging us, hey, I'm going to be in Des Moines, and we've met folks at the arcade, telling them where to go for game stores.
Yeah, we played the Simpsons arcade. Yeah. Dude, so insane just by doing this. Just two people talking into a freaking camera, drinking freaking beer.
If you're...
It's weird to say, but it's life-changing.
Yeah.
It's life-changing. It's obviously a lot of work. There's a lot of work into it, but it's...
And I love that we approach it like in a conversational way. The content we create. Yeah. We're not experts. If you're wanting experts, man, there's channels you should be watching that is not this one. But the perspective you get is two friends, which is what we are, literally shooting from the hip, talking retro video games. What do you remember about this? What do you think about this? You're not going to get a lot of, oh, this game was on this type of chip and that made it the sound. I don't care to get there. We're
just casual people talking about things that we care about.
We're nostalgic about.
And what's crazy is every episode we get a comment. It's like, how come you didn't talk about this? How come you didn't talk about this? You missed this. You don't know. We don't. This is how we are, and this is how we approach the content. So yeah, we're gonna miss things. We're gonna miss people. We're gonna miss. Yeah. We're not. We're just. I like that. That's who we are. And
we're raw.
We're raw, and we don't.
The real deal.
We don't freaking overproduce because that's not who we are.
Yeah.
We just like chit chatting, and that's freaking.
Is it working? I don't know. 5 years for 30,000 subs. It's okay. Happy.
That's a lot.
But there's channels that go crazy, and that's fine.
But I think we have one of the strongest foundations. We've said it before, and we've said it, and we'll keep 100%. Saying it. I think we have one of the strongest freaking core group of people that like watch us all the time, support us. Like, if you put that up against anybody else's channel, I think we would win. And it's not a competition.
No.
But I think like just the people that support us, it's more than just like, oh, fans of the channel. No, like it's connections.
Yep.
And it's freaking
100%.
It's awesome.
It's not, again, not trying to just do the pound the chest thing, but when we have live streams, 100, 125, 150 people in live streams, and you see channels that have 500,000 subs that go live and they have like 10 or 15. It's because they aren't connected.
And I think that's what's so important about our channel, and that's that's why we started the channel, is to connect with people.
Yep.
Basically connect us, and then I think that is spread. So now we're kicking it with other people because of what our channel is, and it's so surreal. I don't even know what's gonna happen in the future. I'm just freaking getting ready for the ride.
Saddle up.
I'm ready. Let's talk about this beer that you've already finished.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Dude.
It was divine.
So this is a gift from Jim and Melissa. They gave this to us at Midwest Gaming
Classic. It was
Classic.
in his desk drawer for since 2018.
It's so wild because he was like, I want to give you guys this. It's 2018, and then I was like, dude, we started the channel in 2018. It just worked out fucking perfectly.
Yep.
We love Bourbon County. We love Goose Island. We do it like every December. Oh my god, dude. This beer is incredible.
Velvet.
It's so smooth. I'm like trying not to drink mine quick because it's so good. It's so creamy and just so... It's been aging for 5 years.
Yeah, the mouthfeel is divine. One of the best barrel-aged stouts I've ever had.
Especially it's been aging this long. Like, usually it's good, when it comes out, but it does have a burn. No, this is an easy, delicious, dangerous freaking beer.
It's fantastic.
Thank you so freaking much, Jim and Melissa. So good, dude. So good.
I just want to thank everybody. You're all a part of this. Even if this is the first video you've watched, you're part of the next day and the future.
Yeah.
obviously this video is not going to go viral, right? This is we're as of right now the video is like 55 minutes long.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna chop it up, you know, whatever, but it's probably gonna end up being about an hour long video.
Yep.
But we're gonna release it on the main channel because this is us. This is our celebration. It's our birthday.
Yeah, we want people to celebrate with us, dude. I really want to know, especially if you've made it this far, because most people, according to the analytics, don't make it to the end.
Yeah.
But I would like to know, like, comment below, what is your favorite thing that you've seen us do? I'd like to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite video that we put out? What's your favorite moment? Like, or if we've hung out, like, what's your favorite memory? Like,
yeah.
I would just love to hear people's thoughts and be like, oh, I love cartridge baseball.
Yeah.
Because I love that episode.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
No, but
I barfed in an episode, guys.
That episode's
Red
so...
man. The red man cometh, and the red man taketh away.
Or comment like how you discovered us.
Yeah,
I would love to. I just want to hear people's stories, and I just want to celebrate together.
Yeah,
because 5 years is a big fucking deal.
It is. It's kind of an emotional time, you know.
It's wild, dude.
It is. But we wanted to do this video the old school format. You got the old school intro at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's raw, shot from the hip, no plan.
We could keep talking. We could keep talking. 5 years, so much shit has happened. But we should probably end it there because we don't make it too long. But thank you so freaking much for everything. Even if you just watch, thank you everybody that has been a part of this. Even if you watched in the beginning and you quit, thank you.
Yeah.
Because we needed that in the beginning. Thank you if you watch. Just thank you.
And
thank you so much.
God damn it, let's make the next 5 better than the first 5. It's been a fucking awesome run. Let's have an even better run in the next 5 years. Can GOTG make it to 10 years? Or are they going to fizzle out and fade away? I don't know. You got a couple guys here that got a little chip on their shoulder. They're wanting to freaking prove the YouTube algorithm wrong, that you can fuck around and find out and get to 100,000 subs. Here we go. The next 5. How you doing? Keep it moving. Here we come. GOTG out.
It's going to be so stupid if we do this for 10 years.
How about the tombstone?
Oh, fuck. You know how to do the tombstone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, yeah! Tombstone. We have games. We have games falling off the shelves. I think Robert is dead.
Troll juice.
God damn it. The cup is protecting what it needs to, but what it's not protecting is the worst part. I'll try it again. And we can't get out of this episode without mentioning our manager, Abraham Lincoln. That's why we're able to do what we do.
Because of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for... I tried.
It's because of Abraham Lincoln why we have the channel.
When we were looking at hiring a manager for the...
We went through a hiring process.
Yeah, okay.
And we hired Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.